Find the value of x in each of the parallel line questions. We use properties of a triangle, corresponding, alternate and vertical opposite angle rules to solve these questions. Label points A, B and C. Also, label angles theta, beta and alpha. This implies that x degree equals theta. It is because corresponding angles are equal. The sum of 110 degrees and beta equals to 180 degrees. This is because sum of angles in a straight line equals 180 degrees. It follows that beta equals 180 degrees minus 110 degrees, which equals to 70 degrees. From triangle ABC, alpha equals 180 degrees minus beta. It is because sum of angles in a straight line equals to 180 degrees. This implies that the sum of alpha and beta plus 35 degrees equals to 180 degrees. This implies that 180 degrees minus theta plus beta plus 35 degrees equals 180 degrees since x degree equals theta. It signifies that 180 degrees minus x degree plus 70 degrees plus 35 degrees equals 180 degrees. Solve for x degree. This implies that negative x degree equals 180 degrees minus, in bracket, the sum of 80 degrees and 70 degrees plus 35 degrees, which equals to negative 105 degrees. Divide the equation by negative 1. Therefore, we have that x degree is equals to 105 degrees. Solution to question 2. Label angles beta and alpha. This implies that x equals beta. It is because alternate angles are equal. Again, alpha equals 160 degrees. This is because vertical opposite angles are equal. Consider the enclosed quadrilateral. Sum of angles in a quadrilateral equals 360 degrees. It follows that the sum of alpha and beta plus 60 degree plus 90 degrees equals to 360 degrees. Substitute values. We have that the sum of 160 degrees and beta plus 60 degrees plus 90 degrees equals to 360 degrees. This implies that beta equals 360 degrees minus, in bracket, the sum of 160 degrees and 60 degrees plus 90 degrees, close bracket, the result equals 50 degrees. This is because the enclosed shape is a quadrilateral. Since beta equals x, therefore, x equals 50 degrees. Second method solution to question 2. Label points B, A, C and D. Extend points A and C to point B, respectively. Angle B equals 180 degrees minus, in bracket, the sum of 90 degrees and 60 degrees, bracket close, equals 30 degrees. This is because sum of angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. Also, angle DAB equals x. It is because corresponding angles are equal. Consider triangle BAC. Angle labeled CAB equals 180 degrees minus x and angle labeled ACB equals 180 degrees minus 160 degrees, which equals to 20 degrees. It is because sum of angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. It signifies that 180 degrees minus x plus 30 degrees plus 20 degrees equals 180 degrees. Make negative x the subject of the formula. We have that negative x equals 180 degrees minus, in bracket, the sum of 180 degrees and 30 degrees plus 20 degrees, which equals to negative 50 degrees. Divided the equation by negative 1. Therefore, x equals 50 degrees. Solution to question 3. Label angles alpha and beta. This implies that beta equals 40 degrees. It is because alternate angles are equal. This implies that the sum of alpha and beta plus 90 degrees equals the sum of alpha and 40 degrees plus 90 degrees, which equals to 180 degrees. It is because sum of angles in a triangle are equal. It follows that alpha equals 180 degrees minus, in bracket, the sum of 90 degrees and 40 degrees, close bracket, equals 50 degrees. Hence, the sum of alpha and x equals 180 degrees. This implies that x equals 180 degrees minus 50 degrees, which equals to 130 degrees. Solution to question 4. Extend transversal line and the upper parallel line as shown. Label angle beta. This implies that beta equals 130 degrees. It is because corresponding angles are equal. Label angle alpha. Hence, the sum of alpha and beta equals to 180 degrees. It is because sum of angles in a straight line equals 180 degrees. This implies that alpha equals 180 degrees minus beta. It signifies that alpha equals 180 degrees minus beta, which equals to 180 degrees minus 130 degrees. The result is equals to 50 degrees. Finally, x equals the sum of 35 degrees and alpha, which equals to the sum of 35 degrees and 50 degrees. The result is equals to 85 degrees. This is because exterior angle of a triangle equals the sum of two opposite interior angles. Therefore, x equals 85 degrees.